Welcome future pet pros. In this video, we're going to talk about the listening section of the Cambridge Pet exam. Whether you're nervous about the section or super pumped about it, we've got your back. We'll give you tips and strategies to help you understand the listening section and how to do your best on this part of the test. Okay, so I'm ready for the listening section. Let's do it.
This is the beginning of the listening section.
Well, I think since I last was on Radio 1, I got to meet Beyonce a couple of times, which the first time I really held it together. I was like, thanks for having me at the show, B, you know, rare. But the thing is, I was in her dressing room and I was like, there was only a little curtain separating us while she's having her makeup done, and I started like going, I don't think I can do this, and she would have heard it all. And then she popped out, so I put on a brave face, but the second time I went out on a balcony and got my hands and knees and cried.
This is the end of the listening section.
Okay. We know the listening section is challenging, so let's break it down. Grab your headphones, get cozy, and get ready for more useful information on how to do it. Let's delve in.
In general, there are several tips you can use for the listening section. First, you need to read the questions and think for some seconds about the words that may appear. For example, in the first part, if you see some images, you can start predicting vocabulary words that may appear in the recording. Then, pay attention to transition words like first, second, now, then, later, before, after, and but. These help you identify when an idea is going to be introduced or when something happens. Also, listen carefully for negatives. Whenever a speaker says don't, didn't, not, can't, hadn't, won't, any, isn't, etc. Also, if the negative comes accompanied by but or however, it may help you identify the real intention of the speaker. Last but not least, don't forget about the intonation. Whenever a speaker changes the intonation of their voice, you need to watch out. Even if you don't understand everything, it can help you guess. If the speaker said something very flat, but then they change their tone and say something very excited, that may be a sign that different information is going to be revealed. Now, let's see each part in detail. For part 1, you will choose the best picture to represent the information in the recording. For example, if you see this question, you can first think of words like sun, sunshine, cloud, cloudy, rain, sunny, hot, cold, among others. Then, when you listen to the recording, pay attention to the use of the word but. Finally, listen carefully for negatives. Listen to how the speaker says won't. It indicates that something may not happen.
So tomorrow and Friday, we can expect more of this lovely hot weather with bright sunshine and temperatures up to 24 degrees. So don't forget to wear sun cream. Saturday and Sunday will be cooler and cloudier, but it will stay dry without any rain. So you won't need your umbrellas, and there might be a few sunny periods.
If you took all those elements into account, you will easily find that the answer is B. In part 2, you will listen to 6 short recordings for attitudes and opinions, and choose the right option. Here, it's really important to read carefully the questions and pay attention to the tone of the voice. Listen how the speaker says, "Oh no," and then she modifies the intonation when she wants to motivate the man to go somewhere else.
I want to buy a new digital camera in the sales. I've been reading some online reviews and I'm still not sure which one to get.
That's the problem with buying one from the internet. You can't try something out before you buy it. Perhaps you should go to a store.
Yes, it'd be good to get advice from a real salesperson. It's a shame that the local shop has such a small range of cameras. There's the mall, I suppose.
Oh no, I wouldn't go there at this time of year. It'll be very crowded. The shop down the road is a lot better than it used to be now that they're new owners. You should give it a try.
Okay, I will. Thanks for your advice.
If you tried to predict vocabulary, you also pay attention to negatives like can or no, you will realize that the correct answer is C. For the next part, you will listen to a longer monologue. While you listen, you need to complete some notes. There are 6 gaps to complete. In part 3, the information will appear in order, so you can identify when the information is going to be mentioned. Practice writing dates and numbers for this section. For instance, in the first part, you know that a date has to contain a month. That's something you can anticipate. Finally, in the last part of the listening section, you will listen to a longer recording and answer 6 multiple-choice questions. In this section, the information will also appear in order, so you can identify when the specific information is mentioned. Here, for example, you will get some distractions, but again, pay attention when the speaker says, "but in the end," which helps you identify that there may be key information or that the real answer is about to come.
We're lucky to have in the studio today Molly Taylor. Molly is arranging an activity course for the summer holidays. Molly, this is the second year of the course, isn't it?
Yes, that's right. The summer course operated for the first time last year for a 6-week period from the middle of July until the end of August, the length of the summer holidays. This year we'll be holding the course again. We did think about making the course longer this year and have a 7-week course, as there are some schools in the area which finish term a week earlier than other schools. In fact, the 2 private schools in the town have 8-week summer holidays. But in the end, we decided to keep to the same plan as last year.
If you listened carefully, you will have noticed that at the very beginning she mentioned that the course ran for 6 weeks last year. Then there were some distractions, but she mentioned that in the end, the course will run for the original 6 weeks, or the original time that it was intended to. So the answer is 6 weeks, A. In general, there are some recommendations you must take into account. Remember to bring your earphones or headphones, and be punctual. Always listen and read to the instructions. This will give you information such as how many questions you need to answer in this section. Note down keywords in the questions, usually nouns and actions. You can pay close attention when the information is about to appear. Don't leave empty answers and check everything before submitting them. If you have time, go back and double check any questions you are unsure about, but only if you have finished and you're sure you have enough time. When you move to the next question, forget about the previous one. That will help you keep track of your answers and keep track of your time.
Well, that's a wrap for this video tutorial on the listening section for the Cambridge PET exam. Give yourselves a pat on the back. Remember to keep practicing your listening skills and listening to different accents. See you next week for the last video on this video tutorial series for the Cambridge PET exam.